Once again, I am bringing you a case from Russia. And unfortunately, once again, the deficiency of the laws in Russia didn't help the victim. The victim of today's case was involved in 2 crimes with 2 different people. Even with the police identifying one of the suspects, he received no punishment for his actions. This is also a short episode, so because of that, it is an extra episode. Today we will talk about Oksana Aplekaeva, who was attacked in 2 separate incidents, and no one was punished. Oksana Aplekaeva was born on the 12th of June 1977 in Ufa, in Russia. She graduated from the School of Finance with an accounting degree. In 2005, she participated in Reality Dom 2, a Russian version of Big Brother. Almost qualifying for the final, she stayed in the house for 2.5 months. After participating in the high-profile program, Oksana secured several jobs as a model. She also dated the tennis player Marat Safin. They were in a relationship for a few months in 2006, but at the age of 31, despite her success and fame, on September 1, 2008, she was found dead on the side of a highway in the Russian capital, Moscow. The coroner's report reported that despite several physical assaults, the actual cause of death was strangulation. There was no evidence of sexual abuse. As investigations began, the police did not know where to start. There was little evidence and no leads. Oksana was buried on September 11, 2008. It wasn't long before the case was dropped. But 10 years later, this Russian celebrity was back in the media, and because of this, the police decided to reopen the case with new investigators to look for previously undiscovered evidence. With the family's permission, they exhumed the body and conducted new DNA tests. When the results of the new tests came out, something strange was found. Oksana had in fact been sexually assaulted. Why did the police not notice this earlier? They tried to keep this information secret, but the news leaked and some magazines published stories about it. The nation was shocked and many distrusted the police. However, the publication of this information brought forward some unexpected information. A witness called the police station, saying he preferred not to identify himself because he had very delicate information about Oksana's case. He had no idea who caused her death, but he might know who abused her body. This man was an employee of Ufa City Morgue. He and his fellow employees were concerned that a co-worker called Alexander was violating some of the bodies at the morgue. In 2008, Oksana's body was brought to the morgue. Alexander was working there at the time. This witness looked at her report again and confirmed that there had been no evidence of sexual assault when her body arrived. Maybe it happened after all the procedures at the morgue were completed. The police investigated and discovered that this information was true. Alexander, 43, who was 33 at the time of Oksana's murder, had his DNA matched to that found on Oksana's body. When the news became public, his wife issued a divorce request. He was fired from his job but was not indicted. Russia, despite being the largest country in the world, is often deficient in legal justice. Alexander did not receive any type of criminal punishment because in Russia, necrophilia is not classified as a crime. Believe it or not, but in Russia, he cannot be called a criminal because there is no law that identifies him in this way. Unfortunately, Oksana has not received justice, either for her murder or for the violation of her corpse.